All right, am I ready? I'm as ready as I am going to be. I tell you what I haven't done properly though is square my frame up. Look at that. Absolutely unprofessional. What the hell is authenticity when presenting? Let's explore this together. Instead of me teaching or telling you what I already know, let's see if I can discover what I don't know. Now that's far more exciting. That's more pleasing to me. I think that's more fun for both parties. So this means also that I'm not regurgitating information here. I'm not going to be recycling information stored. I am going to be giving you new information that is probably just as surprising to you as it is myself. I already know it somewhere. It's just beyond my conscious mind. And I will only ever get to that place if I am in an authentic space. Now, I've been working with a client this morning, in fact, two clients, where we just spoke about authenticity. And every time that my intention is to speak about that and give myself time to explore it, I come up with a deeper understanding. Not knowing more at a superficial level, but more at a deeper level on one subject, authenticity. The challenge when someone says to you, just be you, is think about that right now. What does just be you mean? What does that indicate for you to go and do when you go live or you're on stage? Think about that just for a second. I'm going to give you a little bit of space. What does just be you mean? Now, how do you exercise that or implement that when on stage or camera? See, the idea of it is, if we are infinite beings, of which we are, there is an endless amount of ways that we can act, react in any given moment. And that is the beauty of being human, of who we are. And this is often the most frustrating part, is that when we see ourselves on camera or on stage, it's like a one-dimensional, it's like a picture of you. It's your idea. So let's explore that. So just be you means you have to choose what part of you, if a camera or a keynote or time on stage captures a moment of you, think about this, then you have to choose what part of you is going to be captured. And this is what just be you. This is why it leads to bad presenting. This is why it can be so confusing. So you end up choosing what you believe is the best version of you to present from. Normally a more exciting version, a more upbeat, a more smiley, and your idea of what a magnetic version of you feels like, sounds like. And you've captured that image, that fantasy, and that is what you use on stage or on camera, right? Now the challenge with that, of course, is you miss out on the other infinite parts of yourself, the parts that are engaging, the quirkiness, the thousands of subtleties and nuances that are happening in your being right now in any given moment. So you have this finite, you choose a finite image of yourself, which is your fantasy or perception of what you presenting is meant to look like, instead of authenticity, which is you presenting from this state right now, the perfect state. This state right now is you. It just happens to be that right now you're going to capture this moment in time on camera. Not your perceived perception or fantasy or what you would like it to look like, but instead you. In this moment. Before this camera rolled, I was doing something else. The camera rolls, captures the moments in between me coming in and leaving. That is authenticity. Not me doing a show, a performance. I am articulating, I am giving value by exploring the idea of authenticity. Some of this is what I already know. Some of this is what I am only discovering today. That is the balance of the technical, the finite, what I already know, and the balance of the heart-brain, what I still don't know yet and I am about to discover. The words from here, the language that comes from here matches the frequency of my greatness. It has more weight to it. It has more feeling to it. It feels different. I know it. Tonally and feeling is different to me. So when someone says, just be you, why we get so confused by this, and by the way, it is terrible, terrible advice. And only because I can say that now from so much experience of when I was working in TV and film, of directors yelling at me, Andrew, just be you. Just be you, for God's sakes, Andrew. And you're going, oh, what does that even mean? Perhaps this is where my passion or the seed for my curiosity, my desire to... I knew that what they were saying didn't make sense, but when you're on a set with lights and camera people and crew and other actors or presenters, that's a lot of pressure. Someone yelling at you, just be you. And you're going, oh my God, like what part? Like literally, what part of me? This is how I understand this at such a deeper level. What part of me? The fear of, yeah, but what part do they want to see? Considering I'm an infinite being. What part do they want? What snapshot, basically, do you want to capture right now on this camera? And so when it comes to presenting, we try to choose what we believe is the best snapshot. But by doing that, we cut our heart brain. We cut ourselves off from our heart brain, because effectively you have become a performance. You have become a piece of you. Whoa! You have chosen a piece of you to reveal to your audience instead of you turning up whole, moment to moment, working now. This is why the state that you are in right now is perfect for your presenting. How I'm feeling today is different than how I was feeling yesterday. I have a different clarity today. I'm feeling more grounded today. I'm feeling more in my heart today, to be fair. But that didn't mean that my presenting yesterday was bad. It just meant that it influenced how I articulated my subject. Did it have less value? I don't think so. Does today's have more value? Perhaps. But those other lives and the presenting that I've done this week have led to this breakthrough today. Does that make sense? So if I hadn't have done those other lives this week and committed to it, consistently committed to it, insistently, consistently committed to, my intention is to present every day. And during that, who's to say that today, this live, this breakthrough on another layer of authenticity. Now, I honestly believe, and maybe I'm delusional, but I honestly believe that no other presenting mentor understands authenticity at a level that I do. But then I look at my experience and I go, do you know what? You probably deserve to have that, Andrew, after 27 years. So I feel like I speak from a place of certainty. For some reason, I'm obsessed with the idea of authenticity when presenting. So the other lives have led me to this life. My other states have led me to here. All of them peeling back a layer, whether I knew it or not, to get to this point. But I wouldn't have got to this point then if I hadn't have committed to those other lives. But let's get back to authenticity. So here we are practicing in this group in the 7-day challenge. So when step 1 of no change of state, it is truly trying to give you a tool so you can appreciate the beauty, the gift of every state that you are in to your presenting. So you're going to present the model again, probably 2 more times, but I'm going to add another layer, another tool to each time you do this. But the main tool where it all begins is no change of state. So this state that you're in is going to capture you in an authentic moment today. This moment, your moment. Does that make sense? Your moment right now. That's authentic. Not a future moment, not a past moment, not a perceived moment, not a fantasy, not a moment that is living in your head that you believe is better than you are now. This is, I think, my breakthrough in authenticity today, the timeline of authenticity. This is the moment, this moment, bringing it to the present. This moment is authenticity. If I'd have got on here and put my shoulders back and tried to be, I can be jovial and fun and a bit of a wicked sense of humor. I can be deep and dark. I can be a little bit obnoxious and abrasive sometimes. Today I'm probably a mixture of them all. But that's then this moment. And so the camera is capturing the moment in between when I walked on and when I leave. The past and the future. It is capturing the now. And the now has to be the authentic moment, which is how I'm feeling, the state that I'm in right now. No adjustment required. And as I present my frequency, the energy will move moment to moment to moment to moment. Who sings that song, Wendy? This is the moment. Talent Quest. Okay. Here too is an example. If we use this video as an example for those of you watching, this is also an example of heart-brain work. Heart-brain. I knew I was going to speak about authenticity. I put my topic in, the brain. This is my finite knowledge, my wonderful storage cabinet. Sometimes it feels cluttered and sometimes it feels, I haven't put pieces of paper in the right drawers. But this is the beauty of exploring the idea. And only by me feeling me, connected to me, I'm deeply connected to me right now. No need to change to indicate to you that I'm something else. Am I able to explore the heart brain? And the heart brain has given me the gift that I was looking for today. The gift of time. Authenticity actually in a timeline, which I've never understood until just now. And my job right now is to investigate that and get curious on it. Does that make sense? That is my job right now. Source, a shared moment with God, a conduit for infinite wisdom, a subconscious flow, whatever you want to call it, has just given me a gift. It gave me a gift because I chose a moment in time. My intention was to give myself time here to articulate a subject and explore it with you, not at you, but with you. I got given the gift. Now I've been given the gift. What do I do with it? The last thing I want to do with it is park it and just take for granted the reality that I was just given of being able to articulate authenticity even further. So if I now take that little, the gift, the breadcrumb, if you will, the gift of understanding authenticity more in the timeline sense. If I explore it, I can teach it. If I can teach it and articulate it and give tangibles and create pictures for it, it becomes my leverage. That was a good live, wasn't it? Hey, it was. Pat myself on the back. You're like, what is Andrew on about? But you know, when you know, you know. I was speaking, literally having this conversation with clients this morning. When you know, you know. When you're speaking from the heart brain, when work is coming through you, words are coming from the heart brain, or they're being influenced flowing through you, you know. Which is why on stage, I will tell my audience when I've been very smart quite often, I'll go, did you just hear that? That was pretty damn good. So when you know, and don't be afraid of acknowledging when that gift has been given to you. Don't be afraid of that gift. That is your gift, and that gift will only come through you, work through you, when you learn to work in an authentic space, no change of state, and in the heart brain. And today, I think this has been a decent example of it.